Hello and welcome to Bajeczna Map for Farming Simulator 19, and we're going to do a first look map tour. I'm UK Gamer 808 and I'll be taking you on this first look map tour of Bajeczna Map, which has just been released in the Farming Simulator mod hub. So let's go in and have a look at the overall view of the map, and there it is. You can see it is quite a small map, probably about well, under half the size of a normal one. So if you're into the small maps, you're gonna love this one. And there it is there. We're starting off, we've got our main farmyard area with the house just there, and then we've got another farmyard there, another one over this way, and then we've got a few different sell points. Not a vast quantity, but there's enough to be getting on with. It looks quite a nice map. Now the green areas obviously denoting what we own already, and the cost of everything is pretty cheap. You're not going to spend too much money on that, especially the way these fields are broken up, where 17 grand, 12 grand, oh, you can have all that for 208 million. I didn't realise that. Or so that's that middle bit and that bit and all the basically water, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And then these other bits are 45,000, 30,000, and we've got wood area there for your login, and there's another one just over there, 74 grand. That one's split into two, 16 and 17 grand, and then there's another one at the top there as well for 39,000. So quite cheap, and these fields are quite well. You can see that field there, how many different fields we've got split up into it. It's 94 different fields all in all. So biogas price, that's bloody cheap, 7,680 for that. So you can't go wrong at that whatsoever, can you? So it is. It's, yeah, all the sell points are the other bit on the other side of the map. Cool. So going into the prices, and we got the Adam Kanak, and then the potatoes sugar beet, and then we got the Bajeczna potato sugar beet and sell point, barn, biogas, dairy station, sawmill, sleep cods, which are, what do they do? Egg sell point, that's what that is. And then we have the spinnery. Now prices for a lot of this is pretty bloody good, it really is. We scroll over and you see our main commodities. We're on normal settings and the prices aren't too bad at all whatsoever. But as we scroll over, we've got the spinnery up at 4,600, which is pretty good. And eggs 4,400, and the wool is 2,000. Milk's 3,300, and then we've got biogas plant, which is at 360. So standard prices for your biogas. But if you have a look at the barn you can do silage for 732 anyhow. So pretty good money on that. So there are your sell points. Now we start off with all new equipment, and it's all brand new, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And we have got contracts in this game if that's what you want to do. So starting off, you can see we're just on this one bit of the farmyard. Now we have got a balloon flying over, which looks pretty cool. I like that. Now you notice the time, it's only 9:10 in the morning, and it's really bright. It really is. Exceptional detail on this map. I've had a good look around already, and it's amazing. These maps nowadays, they're so bright, it's really cool. Anyway, so we start off with our farmhouse just there, but we're not tired, so that's where you're going to do your sleeping. And then we come into our main area, and we've got quite a few of these sheds, and the equipment we've got. I'll run through the two farm areas with the silos. Well, we'll go to the third silo, actually, the third farm area, and then we'll delete everything and show you how many slots is and what have you with that. So we've got these buildings here. There's plenty of storage all the way around. We've got a couple of fabrics. Now this is the silo drop-off point where you just drive into here. You can see I've already been through and tested it, but there's not actually a grate to drop in, but you just, the trigger comes up when you go on the floor, and that's the fill point for it right there. And then we have our pigs area just out the back here, and that's the door for bringing them in, just like that. And then we go around this way, and we've got our water trough and our food trough, and then we've also got the manure and slurry point. So we've got another storage area, and we have got a bison all ready to go, and a few other bits of kit here. So we do have, it's not too bad on the slots, you'd be surprised. A lot of these maps are coming very slow slots nowadays, and it makes a big difference. Right, so that is the one farm, and you've got to watch these roads. They're pretty thin roads, and this traffic does not stop for you. They drive in without any cares in the world. They really are. And we move down to this next farm area, and this is where we've got our cows. See, we've got the milk drop-off point there, the water point for it just there, and I think the trigger is on the other side for bringing the cows in. Yeah, there it is there, with the slurry and the manure point. So more storage on this part of the map, because it is like 3 different farms basically, and we got a drop-off grate into that one there, and then we're filling it from there, where we have got 3 different silos on the different farms, which is pretty cool. So a nice big shed, drive in, drive out on this door, and then we got doors over that way. And lighting was automatic, it said, because is that a switch there? Yeah, it did say it was all automatic. I haven't got the help window on, but never mind. So yeah, we got this farmyard area here, and then all these storage sheds out the back here, and then gated. Most of these areas I've got gates for entry and exit. So that is the second bit of the farm. Is that door open? Yeah, it does. All animation on these doors, and they're pretty quick to open. The sliding doors are really quick. They zoom open. So what we got on here? Oh, we got a few bits of equipment, a strimmer, and different garden essentials. Can we pick them up? No. Oh, you can. Yeah, give us a strimmer. Right, so let's go and get back in the road rage. So that is the first 2 farms for Bajeczna Map. Then we head our way down south now, and you can see it in the backdrop as well. It looks pretty cool. It looks like it's never-ending map. The detailing does go a little bit out on that side of the map, but you never know with these maps. These maps, a lot of time, they might be extended later on. You never know. You can see there's the overall there, and we've got a huge area which we're not using whatsoever. Right, so coming in down to the sawmill, and this all looks pretty cool around here. And we have our wood drop point, which is just there chevroned off, and then we have the wood chips sell point just there. Now this sawmill is a drive in one way, come out the same way. One way in, one way out. And you see I've got the tanker over there. We get water out of the ponds. I haven't had any issues with that whatsoever. Now there's quite a few different farmhouses, and it's nice to see different types of houses with stuff going on. You know, we've got an old tractor out the back here, and there's a couple of trailers and stuff in there. I don't know if you can... Will these gates open? No, those gates won't open, so you can't go in there, use any of them, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Anyway, we'll head our way across the field. Now there isn't many hedges or fences. There's a few fences here and there. Now one thing I did notice is over at the side of the map there we have got the train, but that's not currently running at the moment. And then we've got the church on the right hand side there, and Bajeczna, there it is, coming into the main area now. And the other thing, there's quite a few buildings being built, which is something you don't normally see. Pretty cool. Right, so we're heading on our way up to our first sell points, which comes straight into here. Now this is the aroung. Now this is for dropping off your potatoes and your sugar beet, which is situated just there. Then also here we have the other sell point, the aroung, which is that sell point just there. And then we go on around the back of here, and we've actually got the barn which you want to know that one because that's the one was really good money on that. So that's the barn sale point. And then we have the animal dealer, which I think you can open these doors. Yeah, so it's nice to see an animal dealer what you can actually go into, and no doubt on PC these are probably animated but not on console. So the trigger for that is just there, and you see what we've got already. We've got cow pasture, pig enclosure. Is that door open? No, is it that one? Yeah, that's the one. And you see we're right, it's a bit squashed in, all these numbers and everything. It's a bit much really, but there you go. When I first looked at it, it was like, what the hell? That's all a bit of a jumble, but it's the way these maps comes out sometimes. Right then, so we will head our way up this way. And we come up towards the spinnery, which is located just in there. There's the drop for it, chevroned off. And then next door we have the egg sale point, which is that one just there. And same again, we got this little farm here with tractors on the outside. Tractor being, oh, we got gates open. Let's go in and have a look. Doing a bit of work on the old tractor there, and in old bison ready to go. Just shame we can't open some of those gates, would be cool. Right, so going on to the next one, and we have the dairy station, which is the drop off for that is just situated there. And see the way they fly around these bends. You don't stop, he's gone. Absolutely gone. Right, we need to head over to the third farmyard area now, which is just over here on the right hand side. There's quite a few of these little tracks running off. Pretty cool, like that sort of thing. And here it is here. No, I haven't been down here yet, just had a zoom in and have a look. And basically we got a load of storage sheds over here, and then in here we have our silo. So we're dropping off into there, and our fill point is just there for that. Then we got some more storage over on the left hand side here, a couple of garages, just like that. So that's all the farm silos. So let's go into the garage and show you what we start off with. And we've got the bunker silo, small grain silo, the other grain silo, and then that grain silo. So there's basically 3 grain silos, a couple of pig and cow pasture. We have a water tanker, and then a couple of seeders, a plough, and going over we got the favourite and the Massey. So what happens if we delete them all? And I still got the road rage, and it's 538 slots. I thought it'd be a little bit less than that, so not too bad. I know that's not going to please a lot of people, but it is what it is. What can you do? They try and make it as low slots as possible, but what can you do? Right, we'll head on our way up now to the shop, which is just at the top of this road. You see, you look straight away across the map, it looks absolutely gorgeous. There's the air balloon out flying around, well, floating around. Don't really fly, do they? So there is the trigger for buying, for your workshop trigger I mean, and then there's the shop trigger for buying your bits and bobs, whatever you want. Can we use this stuff, or is it all there to... Yeah, we got cones if we want them, and a couple of mowers, loads of bits and bobs. but you're only getting the cones. That's all you can pick up. But a small little area outside the main shop, but what do you expect? It's a small little map anyhow. And then just down the road from there we have the fuel station. And that looks pretty cool. I haven't seen an orange one before, or I might have done, but I haven't noticed. Right, so next we will head our way up towards biogas, which will head down this way, and that's the end of the map. See, it looks so deceiving, isn't it? You're thinking, yeah, I'm going to go up there. No, you're not going up there. But that might come later date, you never know. Anyway, let's get back on that track. And we'll head our way up towards biogas. So we've got a tree nearly down there. Just coming out. Rooted out. Cool. And some smaller trees. And then we head into biogas, or BGA, and a couple of large bunkers. Gonna get a lot in there. They're never small, are they really? Then there's the digestate drop off pickup point, and there's no chevrons on the floor there, so it might be a case of, it looks like you're gonna have to load that in maybe. Let me know in the comments if you've used it and whether you've got to load in. It looks to me like it will be, you've got to load that into there rather than dropping it on the floor. Well, that is biogas, and we've also got a lime station just over there, just there. Alright, so we head out of biogas now, and then we go down to the next sell point, which is the Bajeczna sell point for the Bajeczna map. Quite a few of these ponds everywhere, and it looks pretty nice, it does. You look over the backdrop now, you can see the rolling hills, and I missed the turn off. Paying too much attention, whoa, to the scenery. And there we go. So we have the Bajeczna sell point, which is just situated there, and then we have the potatoes and the sugar point sell point for Bajeczna sugar beet, potato and sugar beet sell points. And that's about your lot for Bajeczna map for Farming Simulator 19. It's nice to see brand new map for FS19. And how many maps we got now? We have got loads. We have got loads and loads. It's a crazy amount, and it's not going to end yet. They keep coming and coming. So I hope you've enjoyed this first look map tour of Bajeczna map for Farming Simulator, and if you did, then always appreciate if you smash that like button for me. And if you are new to the channel, why not go and check out one of my hundreds of other Farming Simulator videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.